The following high school sports is a free service of Withers Broadcasting.
1, 2, 3, 5.
This is Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk. This season of Cape Central Tigers football is brought to you by Allstate Hester Agency, Cape Career Technology Center, Dutch Enterprises, Garber's Menswear, Green Grass Guys, St. Francis Medical Systems, Stone Mountain Carpet, Strickland Engineering, and DollarSavingDeals.com.
Blue 42. Blue 42 said
Let's send it down to Ryan Winkler for all your play-by-play action on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ryan Winkler, joined by Chandler Jansen, as we're ready to kick off another season here for Cape Central football. And Chandler, last year the Tigers went 10-4. They started out with St. Charles on the road, and they beat St. Charles 54-12. And now they're going to start it again with St. Charles. And last year they won against St. Charles, then they lost to Hillsborough, beat Poplar Bluff, lost to Park Hill Central, lost to Jackson, and then went on a big winning streak to finish out the season, and they didn't lose again until they made it to the state semifinals.
That's right, and we had the privilege of covering many games last year, too, with Cape Central, especially in the postseason. So
yeah, that's
hopefully
right.
They'll have another great run this year, and St. Charles, once again, the home opener this evening.
So the Tigers looking a little different this year compared to last year. Has had some graduations from the offensive side. Morgan Diamond, the most notable one, is the quarterback from last year. And from what we understand, it should be Declan Pittman being the starting quarterback this year. And, of course, Zaire Thomas returning along with some of the other players, Brad Woods, Nate Metters, Mateo Rivers, Paul Tran, Chapman Ogles, some of the younger guys getting up onto the varsity roster this year, and that would be Chapman Ogles, Jathan Spain, guys like that getting moved up here to varsity, as it does. The football team does look a little bit bigger, like number-wise. It seems to be more guys on the sideline than usual.
Yes.
And so St. Charles, now that one we did not cover last year because I think we were at Jackson for that first.
Two of us were at Jackson then, yes. But as the season went on and things changed, the two of us ended up calling some of the Central games together.
That's right.
We enjoyed it. But we do want to remind you that Pregame is brought to you by Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training.
So the Tigers, I'm sure many of you remember last year, won the district, Class 5 District 1 championship and made it all the way to the state semifinals, which we actually played here at Cape Central. And unfortunately that fell short. The bid to the state championship fell short in that game. But they're looking to repeat that success, if not improve, and make it to that championship game, which, I don't know, they had talked about maybe not being at Mizzou anymore, being at Springfield and all that,
okay.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
I think that they're trying to get it all, I think, in Springfield now. So the Tigers, with the brand new video scoreboard out there behind the end zone that's closest to the school building, and that's something. Look at that. That is, if you can't read that, you might have to go to the eye doctor, and get some better glasses or up that prescription, because that is definitely big enough to read. So they have the new video board over on that side, and they moved the old scoreboard. They took the video board off of that part and put the scoreboard, the actual like lights and things, on the other end of the scoreboard, or the other end of the field. Yeah. So there's two scoreboards now.
Well, looks like we're getting ready for kickoff here,
Yeah,
Ryan.
and the Tigers are going to receive the opening kickoff, and they're going to start this thing off with, I don't know if I can't really tell who that is back there. Chandler, you want to pull those binoculars out?
Yeah.
Let's see what number you can pull off of those guys' jerseys there. There's two in the back there, ready to return And so
can't really see by this angle, but we will figure that out here in just a second.
the whistle blows, and there we go. The kick is away, and we are going to get things started here. As it's caught about the 5-yard line, he's going to work his way upfield to the 20, and almost making it to the 25 as we have one player for Central lose his helmet out on the field.
There's a little pushing going on out there.
There was already, yeah. The St. Charles players remember that beatdown that they had received last year from Cape Central, so we'll see how it progresses throughout the game. Also, it's a hot one today.
Very
hot. We had to move
hot.
this game back to 8 p.m., and I don't even know if it made a little bit of a difference, but it didn't make a whole lot of difference. So Declan Pittman is the starting quarterback for Cape Central, and he will set up in the backfield with 2 receivers on each side. He's got a man in motion. He'll get the snap. He's going to hand it off. Running up to the left side, Boyd will get it across the first down marker and get brought down just shy of the 40. And they're going to mark him at the 38-yard line. So a nice 14-yard gain there by Keyshawn Boyd.
He's a sophomore this year.
Yeah, that's another one. He was a freshman last year getting quite a few touches.
He really did, yeah. We called his name many times last year.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers as Pittman sets up with 3 receivers this time over to his right. He's going to step back to pass. Quick throw across the middle. It's complete. And he's just short of the 45, as that was Carter Armstrong. See where they mark it down. They're going to mark it at the 44.
Guess that'll bring him
nice
about a
6-7 yard gain.
Yeah, 7.
So it's 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. As a man in motion for the Tigers. Pittman gets the snap. He's going to shovel pass back to Boyd. He's going to sweep to the right side, across the 50, to the 40, to the 35, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Right off the bat. First offensive possession, and they end up in the end zone with a 6-0 lead.
Well, you can't ask for a better start than that, Ryan.
That's right. First offensive possession, taking it to the house for 6 points to start the game for the Tigers on offense, and basically picking up right where they left off against St. Charles last year, scoring basically at will here as we're 10:47 left in the first quarter, so not even 2 minutes in. A 56-yard run for Keyshawn Boyd as he took that one to the house. As they line up for the extra point. And we get a flag. And I think it's going to be against Cape Central. Yep, false start on Cape Central. So that'll move it back just a little bit. So they'll set up and try to do it again. Paul Tran will be the holder for the Tigers. And I believe that's Jathan Spain doing the kicking.
I thought it was Joseph Charlton.
It could be. The numbers are it's a little harder to see.
Okay.
The kick is up, and it's good. So 7-0 Tigers after the opening drive, and they lead 7-0. 1 possession, 1 touchdown. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
So the kick is away, and it's caught at about the 10-15 yard line, and he doesn't get a whole lot out of the return. We're going to see where they mark him down. They marked him down at the 19. So he'll be at the 19-yard line. And trying to, Chandler, can you see they're in the huddle right now, so first week's a little rusty. Oh, those aren't numbers on their shoulders either.
Looks like Jordan Rowe is going to be the quarterback.
Jordan Rowe, okay. Rowe will throw, and it's on the turf. Did he make the catch?
I don't know. I'm not seeing a signal yet.
And it looks like no, they're going to say incomplete.
Okay.
So it's going to be second down. Oh, they did say he did catch it. He actually lost yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 11 and a half. We'll compromise. So Rowe will set up with two receivers on each side. He's going to fake the handoff. He'll throw quickly just on the other side of the 20. Spin move, and he gets himself around, and now he's pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
So that's Byron Miller with the catch.
Let's see here. Miller with a 17-yard reception.
First down for St. Charles. 9:41 left to go in the first.
Two receivers on each side. For Rowe, he'll take the snap, and he will hand it off, and that defense for the Tigers is just going to swallow him up, and that'll be a loss of 2 on the run play.
A lot of returning defenders.
Yeah, the defense is pretty much almost exactly the same. It's compared to what it was last year. So the defense has some high expectations just right off the bat after last year. Because you remember we went to that game between them and between the Tigers and MICDS, and that running back was supposed to be just tearing up defenses, and the Tigers shut him down.
I remember that.
So we've got 5 receivers, 3 on the right to the left. It's caught, and the ball comes free.
Okay.
And the Tigers recover it. Let's see if they call it an actual catch and a fumble. From what I understand, that's exactly what it's going to be. And it is. They're going to switch footballs out. So Brad Woods with the fumble recovery, the forced fumble and the fumble recovery.
So Tigers offense going to come back out on the field here. Good field position, too.
Yeah, great field position. We're on the 39-yard line.
And we do want to tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. They are a proud supporter of Cape Central Tigers. Visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers.
We're down to 8:44 here in the first quarter as we're going to have we got a water break as it is. Let me pull up the temperature here. It was hot. I mean, it was hot when we got here, Chandler. Just walking up the steps.
Very hot.
Felt just horrible. We weren't even running or anything. It's just, these guys are out here running in pads and helmets. This says it's 86 and it feels like 100 degrees.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, my gosh.
This excessive heat warning doesn't – oh, it's been pushed back now. It's effective until tomorrow at 7 p.m. It was supposed to.
Yep.
It was supposed to break at I think 10 tonight is when it was originally supposed to break, and now it's been pushed back to tomorrow. So the Tigers leading 7-0 here over the St. Charles Pirates. And Declan Pittman will set up in the gun with 2 receivers to his left, and he'll put a man in motion. He'll get the snap. He's going to hand it off. And Thomas will run it up the middle off to the right side, and he'll be brought down after a 2-yard gain. Zaire Thomas, just a junior. He got a lot of touches to start his freshman year until he ended up getting injured and he had to have surgery. Then last year he was part of the main running game, the core of that running game for the Tigers.
Yes, we have high expectations for him again this year, too.
Exactly. Yeah, now that he's a junior, it kind of builds every year. As we have 3 receivers to his left, Pittman will take the low snap. He's going to pick it up off the turf. He'll run it himself. He'll be spun around and brought down. And about the 33-yard line. So he'll gain about 5.
Guess that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 3.
So they're going to say he gained 5.
Ball on St. Charles 32.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, good job, Chandler. See that scoreboard? Dude, it's working already.
A lot nicer this year.
It's a lot easier to read. Pittman gets the snap. He's gonna fake the handoff, give it to Thomas. Thomas to the 25, down to the 10, 5, into the end zone. Oh, they're gonna say he stepped out of bounds, right near the corner at about the 3-yard line. Man. So he went 29 yards on that play, and he's just shy of the end zone. We got a timeout on the field, I believe. The referee signaled as if it was a timeout.
Well,
there we go. Now we got the clock going.
Okay.
So 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. As Pittman will set up with 2 backs. And he will hand it off to Boyd, and Boyd will get down to the 2-yard line. It looks like maybe he gained just 1. So it's 2nd and goal. As Pittman sets up, this time under center.
Now we have Pittman under center.
And I wonder if Pittman's going to just kind of push himself in and into the end zone. Touchdown. But they're going to say the ball's out.
Oh.
Did they call fumble first, or did he get in the end zone? They're going to say it was a fumble, and the Tigers pick it up at the 1. Or did he pick it up at the 2? So basically no gain is what we're getting here.
So 3rd and goal.
So we got a timeout, and we're going to go ahead and take a timeout too, as I believe we're going to get a water. No, I think Cape Central actually called a timeout. So we'll go ahead. We'll take it with him either way. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your career
and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Field, Tiger Stadium. Tiger Field's over on the baseball field. Tiger Stadium, as it is 3rd and goal for the Tigers at the 2-yard line. Pittman with 2 backs. Oh, no, it's Spain, and he's going to hand it off, and Boyd will work his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 13-0 Tigers here in the first quarter. So they put Jathan Spain in at quarterback there for that play to hand it off to Keyshawn Boyd. And Boyd just basically walks into the end zone without any kind of trouble.
Well, 2 touchdowns for Central, and both of them from Keyshawn Boyd. So
That's
how about
right.
that?
So Joey Charlton will take the extra point as it's up, and it's good. 14-0 Tigers with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. And Chandler, they are picking up right where they left off against St. Charles last year.
Yes.
With 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions.
That's exactly right. How about let's give you a little score update with Sykeston. They're currently up 14-0 against Hillsborough, so that's going on this evening as well. A lot of these games have been pushed back to 8 o'clock.
I'd say almost all of them.
That's what that's kind of what I heard.
I'm assuming it's all of them, yeah. I haven't heard of any others that didn't get pushed back.
Probably a good idea that they did it that way. We're getting set here for the kickoff. 5:47 left. Tigers are up 14-0 against St. Charles. And I want to tell you about Hester Agency. Experience what it's like to have an insurance agent who truly cares about you. Allstate, the Hester Agency. You're in good hands with Matt Hester.
Matt Hester, a Cape Central graduate. He's an alumni.
Even more of a reason to support him then.
That's right. He held the hits record in baseball that Carter Crosno broke back in the spring. Kick is caught and brought out past the 20 for about the 22-yard line, it looks like. So they'll start on the 22. It's 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter as the Tigers lead by 2 scores. And so far, so good on both sides of the ball for Cape Central. As the St. Charles Pirates break the huddle over there near the sideline and set up here on offense. And they've got 2 receivers on both sides. He's going to set one man in motion, and the ball is the low snap. But he's able to pick it up and hand it off right away, and they're going to get it to about the 25-yard line, so a gain of 3 for St. Charles. So it'll be 2nd and 7, with about 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. As St. Charles heads to the line. We have 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. He's in the gun. He'll get the snap, fake the handoff, and here comes the defense. He is going to be swallowed up in the backfield for a huge loss as he could not get away from the Tiger defense. And that was Elijah Brown. coming in for the big sack. And that is the first big sack there for the Tigers on defense here this season.
Going to bring up 3rd and 13, Ryan. And they're going to put the ball on the 19. So we'll see what they do here.
They lost a 6 there on that sack. An update for you, Chandler. Jackson losing 7-0 here to Edwardsville.
Okay. I guess that's first quarter still.
Probably still first quarter. We've got 2 receivers on each side. He's going to put a man in motion, and he's going to actually cut back again. He's going to throw, and he's got a man. There you go. He's got him wide open. Oh, my gosh, and he threw it too far in front of him. I don't know if he was just second-guessing himself when he went for the throw. He had a man wide open to his right, or to his left, and I think he was wanting to pull the defense into that receiver by looking at him to get that other guy, the other receiver he had a little bit further downfield open, and then the defense didn't bite, so he had no choice. He tried to throw it, and he was just threw it too far in front.
Well, had it been a better pass, he would have had some field to work with there because really there weren't any defenders around.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're going to give up the short. They'd rather give up short passes than long passes. As it's 4th and 13, and we're going to kick this one away. And I set up for the punt. As the Tigers will set up at the 50, and it's going to come all the way back to about the 45. That's Tran. He gets it to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Up the sideline, far sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. And the Tigers will take over in the Pirate territory with 3:57 to go here in the first quarter. And they've got a chance to go 3 for 3. First possession was a 56-yard touchdown run by Keyshawn Boyd. And then the second touchdown was just a 2-yard touchdown run by Keyshawn Boyd. So he has 2 touchdowns. And you just combine the touchdown runs, he's got 58 yards. He's got 63 total so far. So Pittman will set up as he takes the snap, and he will hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will hit the defense, but finds his way back up the middle. He's going to turn that into a pretty decent gain to the to the 35-yard line. So a nice 3-yard gain there by Keyshawn Boyd. Makes it 2nd and 7. So 2 scores for the Tigers, none for the Pirates. And we're down just under 3.5 now in this first quarter. Pittman sets up with 2 receivers to his right. He's got a man in motion. He's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. And now he's going to pitch it to Tran. Tran to the 30. And he's going to break a tackle, and he'll get brought down just outside, or just shy of the 25-yard line. There's a flag on the play. There are 3 flags there in the middle, all in the same area, so they all saw the same penalty. And it's going to be holding on the Tigers. So that'll knock the Tigers back. That was a great run by Paul Tran. And that's a play you don't see very often in high school football, let alone, I should say college football, let alone high school, is the option where the quarterback fakes the handoff, keeps it, and then he'll pitch it back to his running back. Most of the time, those pitches are either too far in front, too far behind.
It was a nicely executed play.
Yeah.
But so much for that. They're going to push him back now. And
it was a pretty play, yeah.
It's going to be 2nd and 14. Ball on St. Charles 42.
We've got 3 receivers to his left side this time. Pittman steps back. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to break one tackle, break another. He's going to try to turn this into something. And I think he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard short. And I think he's actually going to lose a yard.
Yeah. 3rd and 15 with 2:45 left here in the first quarter. Tigers are up 14-0. So they'll probably air it out here, Ryan, don't you think?
I would think so.
I would think so, too.
So Pittman will line up with 1 back. Zaire Thomas, he's got 3 receivers to his right, and he's going to throw it to Thomas. He's going to make the reception to the 35, and he's going to get to the 30. He may have been short by a yard or two. Let's see where they mark him down.
I don't think he got short.
Yeah, he didn't get close. They're going to mark him down at, what, the 32? Yeah, they mark him down at the 32. So he gained 11, though. It's 4th and 4.
Well, we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, 75-yard touchdown by Jackson, so they've tied it up at 7.
Okay. 7-7.
So we have 2 minutes here, and the Tigers are looking to add a score of their own, up by 14. And we're going to set up in the gun, and the snap gets away from Pittman, but Thomas is going to pick it up, and he's going to pick up the first down. He gets down to the 27-yard line, 26-yard line, and he's going to pick up that first down after the bad snap. I think it might have even been just designed for him to run it anyway, but instead of just getting the handoff, he'll pick it up off the ground. And he gains himself a good... You get 6 yards there, Chandler?
Yeah, 6 yards. So first down for the Tigers. Ball on the St. Charles 26.
So we got 3 receivers. Pittman will... Well, he's not going to get anything. And, he actually looks like he may have lost 2 yards. Did we get a flag, though, over there on the far sideline?
See what this one's about.
Is that a legal shift? So the Tigers will have to move back 5 yards with 1:06 to go here in the first quarter.
About a little score update for you.
Go for it.
Hillsborough is up 21-0 over Sykeston right now.
We're going to set up in the gun for Pittman with 3 receivers over to his left. He's going to fake the handoff as we'll run it up the middle. And he's going to get it up past the 30-yard line, but it's still going to be short of the original line of scrimmage. And he gets to the 30. We're down to 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the play clock is ahead of the game, or sorry, behind the game clock. Game clock's a little bit faster. They're at 20 seconds, and the play clock at 22. So they don't have to run a play here if they don't want to. It'll be interesting to see if they do, or if they're just lining up just to... Nope, they are going to run it. And Pittman's going to hand it off to Thomas. Thomas will work it around the left side, and he'll get brought down at the 28-yard line. So he gains maybe another 2 yards. And so we'll end the first quarter with the score Tigers 14, St. Charles 0, as we will end up flipping the field here. And we've got actually a player down out on the field for the Tigers. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. And when we come back, we'll have the second quarter for you. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
At
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
So the player that was down on the field was Declan Pittman. And I'm not sure, Chandler, if you see him on the sideline.
I do not
there he
see.
is.
Okay.
He's down there on the bench as the Tigers will take over on the other side of the field now as they lead 14-0. And Pittman on the bench on the sideline sitting. I don't know if he maybe cramped up. There was I don't know what exactly happened to him, but he apparently hurt something in his legs maybe.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, or no, last week during the Jamboree, there was some kind of injury to him.
Yeah.
But, they had acted like he was going to be fine to play, and he was. I mean, he was doing well. He was playing just fine, running the ball. So I don't know if he just aggravated that injury again or what. So Jathan Spain will take over. He'll step back. Quick throw is caught, and he's going to be
I think that
shy
might be
of the. He's basically at the original line of scrimmage, if anything. And
Are they going to say that's complete or not? I saw the ball come out there.
It looks like it's going to be considered incomplete. They're putting it back where it was.
Okay.
So it's an incomplete pass for Jathan Spain.
So that will bring up 4th down here. 4th and 12. Tigers are on the St. Charles 28-yard line.
So 4th and 8. Spain throws across the middle, and it's just a little low. And Carter Armstrong can't make the catch. So the Tigers will turn it over on downs, and it was 4th and 7. And St. Charles will take over in their own territory. It's a nice 2-score lead here for the Tigers as the defense will come back out on the field and get to work and get the ball back for their offense. So Rowe will set up as he gets a man in motion over to his left. He'll throw to the left to his running back, gets it across the 30 to the 35, and he'll be brought down. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 35. And that was, is that DeMonte Bagby?
That's him.
So Bagby gains, I'm going to say gained 6 yards.
So 2nd and 4 for St. Charles. We're going to have the ball on the 35 here.
So Rowe will set up with 2 receivers on his right and just 1 on his left. He's got a man in the backfield. That is Bagby. Rowe will take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Bagby. Bagby will get to the first down marker, and then I don't know if he tripped or slipped, but he fell. His helmet comes off, so he's going to have to come off the field for a play. And he popped up real quick, and I don't know, it looked like he may have taken offense to something. He seemed to be quite upset. And so Bagby will come off the field as he gained 5 there for the first down.
They will move the chains.
So it's just shy of the 40. And they're just going to go ahead and say they mark it at the 40. So it's first down for the Pirates. As Rowe with 2 receivers on each side. He'll take the snap, steps back to pass. He's going to roll to his right and run it up the right side of the 50, and he'll run out of bounds. And that'll be enough for a first down, just enough for a first down where they mark him just on the other side of the 50.
So quarterback keeper for St. Charles.
Chandler, that's the first time the Tigers, but also the first time the Pirates have gotten past the 50-yard line into the Tiger territory. The first time the defense for the Tigers has allowed anyone past the 50-yard line this season.
Says a lot about the
that's right.
Tigers defense.
That's how good this defense has been. It's taken this long. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. We have 2 receivers to each side, and he'll pull one in as he will fake the snap. He avoids the tackle, and he gets to the 45, and he's brought down at about the 42-yard line. So a 7-yard gain for Rowe.
And how about a little score update, Ryan? At the end of the first quarter, Edwardsville and Jackson are tied 7-7. So we will be following that game this evening, too, and giving you updates as we go along.
We'll have updates for that game, for Sykeston against Hillsboro.
Yeah, last time we heard there, I think Hillsboro was up 21-0.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
No. And that was probably still in the first quarter when we had heard that, too.
I am pretty sure it was, yeah. We have 9 minutes left here in the first half. As Rowe will fake the handoff, and it looked like a busted play maybe, but he's going to turn it into something, and he is hit hard. And he stood up at about the 37-yard line.
Well, he's going to take that hit, Ryan, but it was a nice run. They're going to say 2nd and 2 here. Ball on Cape Central's 41 as they continue moving down the field. Maybe they'll put something together here. Not a bad drive.
And we have, we had one player there for St. Charles, William Snodgrass. Yep, that's what it says, Snodgrass. It looks like we're going to take a timeout. And it's going to be on St. Charles. They will take a timeout. It looked like Snodgrass was having some problems there. He was bent over, and there for a second I thought maybe he was getting sick. But he stood back up, and doesn't look like there's a problem out there on the field or anything. So St. Charles will just go ahead. They'll take a timeout. Which the other thing is too, it seems like we've had a while since we had any kind of water break.
You going to take a little water break there?
Yeah, I'm going to take a water break, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
So it's 14-0 Tigers here in the second quarter. As they kick off the season here at home. And we'll actually have 3 straight home games to start the season. It'll be here against St. Charles. And then next week against Hillsboro. And then the week after that against Poplar Bluff, before we finally go on the road to Park Hill Central on the 15th.
Yep. And then there's also on the road to Jackson in the season and DeSoto as well.
Jackson's right after the Park Hill Central. Then we got a home game against Farmington, then on the road to Sykeston, to DeSoto, and then finish out the season at home against Potosi. So it's nice. You get to start out the season at home, finish the season at home, and hopefully the record will be good enough to start the districts at home.
Yes. We hope.
Yeah, we hope. So it's 1st and 10 for the Pirates, and 8:11 to go here in the second quarter. Rowe will get the snap. He's going to step back to pass, throw it across the middle, and it's complete, and he's brought down at the 31-yard line, so a 6-yard gain. as we're just under 8 minutes left here in the first half. It's 2nd and 4 for St. Charles. Putting together a nice little drive here on offense.
Maybe they'll score. They're probably,
I don't know, with how hot it is, if you're playing, do you hope that, let's just say we're St. Charles, do we want to score or do we want Central to just go ahead and get to that 35 and get the clock going? Considering how hot it is.
Yeah.
Rowe's going to roll the pass. He'll throw. It's caught right at the first down marker, and he gains about 2 after that. And the ball comes out, said Tigers, and the referee says it's Central football. So the Tigers force another fumble, and they recover it at their own 25-yard line, 24-yard line. So the Tigers will take over with 7:07 to go here in the second quarter.
So Byron Miller for the Pirates. He was the intended receiver on that, but looks like the Tigers are going to come up with the fumble recovery. They'll put the ball on the 25.
Yeah, 25. 24.
24.
He makes the catch, though. He's not considered intended anymore, is he? He technically caught it, right?
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
That's true.
Because he caught it. When he drops it, he's the intended receiver, but when he catches it, he's just the receiver, right?
He was a receiver that fumbled.
That fumbled, yeah.
21-6, Hillsborough is over Sykeston.
Oh.
There's a little
Sykeston got a
update for you.
touchdown.
They did. Touchdown, and either they missed the extra point or they didn't get the 2-point conversion.
Didn't go for it. They probably went for 2. I could see them going for 2.
When they're down by that much.
Yeah.
So ball in the 24, 7:07 left here in the second. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
So Spain will hand it off. Boyd will try to power his way through the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27. So a nice 3-yard gain there for Keyshawn Boyd. No, they're going to give him 4 yards. That works. No arguments here. So 2nd and 6 from the 28-yard line. Spain will set up with 2 receivers to his left. And we get a flag thrown. It's going to be a false start on the Tigers. So that'll push them back a 5-yard penalty.
Make that 2nd and 11. All right.
We're on the same wavelength, Chandler.
That's good, though.
That's right. We're 6.5 minutes left here in this second quarter. As I don't know if Chapman Ogles is actually going to come in, but he's over here on the sideline warming up. They're winning some football. Oh, in Spain. Did you see the ball popped out? There it is. It's loose, and it's into the end zone. Are they going to count this as a touchdown? And they do. Touchdown for St. Charles. As they hit Spain, the ball popped up, and I think he was able to kind of catch it and bring it back down again. But when he hit the turf, it popped back out again.
Yeah.
And then whoever that was running after that loose ball, I couldn't tell, couldn't pick it up, and he ends up more or less just kind of tipping it into the end zone on accident, and St. Charles picks it up.
Spain got hit pretty hard there.
He did.
Really.
He got hit hard, yeah.
So that's going to be the first touchdown for the Pirates.
The extra point attempt here by St. Charles. And the bad snap. Oh, he tried to kick it anyway. That was probably not a good idea. So it'll remain 14-6 after the extra point attempt is no good.
We'll take it.
So we'll take a break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers! Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Tigers lead 14-6 after just a series of unfortunate events. I mean, that's no other way to put it. Spain was hit in the backfield, and he was hit hard, and the ball popped out of his hand. He was able to catch it and try to bring it back down, but he was hit again, or I should say when he hit the turf, the ball popped out.
He took a hard hit there.
Yeah,
he
got hit hard, yeah. And then the ball just couldn't be picked up by anybody until it hit into the end zone. It was picked up by St. Charles. And now we're waiting. There we go. Didn't have everyone out on the line here for the kickoff. So St. Charles will kick it away here. And Reed will kick it as he squibs it right there. Just on the other side of the 50-yard line, and the Tigers will take over on their own 45.
So Sean Shelton, he is the one who is going to pick up the ball there for the Tigers. And they'll start out in pretty good field position, too, given that was just a little squib kick. Put it on about the 50, I think, Ryan.
The 45.
45, my bad.
So Spain back out on the field for the Tigers. He's got three receivers over to his right. And he's got a man in motion. He will take the snap, hand it off to Thomas. And Thomas is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. And he'll lose 2 yards. St. Charles thinks maybe they have it figured out now. Yes. That's probably the best play on defense that, other than the fumble recovery, the best play that St. Charles has had, and they feel like they're just going to expect a run, and now they're going to run, and that's going to be a offsides on the St. Charles Pirates as Jathan Spain hit the hard count, and they fell for it hard. As almost that whole defensive line jumped across the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 7 here for the Tigers.
Oh, he almost got him again. There he did get him again. He got him again. He got him twice. He got him once on the first penalty. Then he hit it again, and they twitched. Some of the guys twitched but didn't jump. And then he hit it again, and this time they all jumped. So he got him twice.
Wow.
They've gotten it down to 2nd and 2 without having to do anything.
I guess he could just keep doing that.
That's right.
See how far down the field we can go.
Yeah, see if you can get all the way down to the 1 yard line. We've got 2 receivers to the right, and he's going to hand it off to Thomas, and he's going to find a hole and run it up the middle, and he just gets tripped up right there at about the 29, 28-yard line. See where they mark it down, the 29 it looks like.
So they're going with the hurry up here.
No huddle here. And now we're going to get a whistle blown, and I think we're going to get a timeout by St. Charles. And it is. St. Charles head coach was over there on the sideline just throwing his arms around and yelling, and he definitely did not like the way his defense was lining up. Either that or he was still upset about that previous play.
Yeah, and they were going with the hurry-up offense, and, I think they probably saw something they didn't like there. They're going to call timeout here. And as they do, we want to tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. Proud supporters of Cape Central Tigers. You can visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers!
Oh, I was about to say we got 30 seconds left, but that's actually just the timeout clock.
Almost fooled me
put
for
up
a
on the
second there, too.
scoreboard. I was like, we have 30. No, that shouldn't be moving either. That's why. We've got the timeout clock running. It's 5:07 left here in the second quarter. And the Tigers will start here on the 29-yard line to try to get that touchdown back and get back up by 2 scores. As right now they lead 14-6. With 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. We got a man in motion. And Spain will pitch it back to Thomas. He's going to cut back across up to the 25. And he'll gain a couple more before he's finally brought down at the 22. Looks like maybe gain a 7.
So yeah, nice little run there again from Thomas.
Yep, 7-yard gain. So Zaire Thomas, Keyshawn Boyd, basically just a 1-2 punch here tonight for the Tigers.
Yes.
As Thomas is in the backfield again, and hit the hard count, but this time one of the Tigers players jumps first. And we're going to end up going backwards now. 4:24 to go in the first half.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
So 4:15 as the clock runs. And it's on the 27-yard line now, as we'll set up with 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And, oh my gosh, the snap comes through, but Spain wasn't ready for it. He's just going to fall on top of it.
Oh.
And that's going to be a huge loss.
Whose ball is it going to be?
Oh, it's going to be St. Charles football, as he lost the ball. I mean, he didn't even lose it. It was just snapped to him. I don't even know if he really called for it or not. But Spain didn't fall on it and keep control of it. It must have came back out again, and St. Charles picks it up. And we're going to get a timeout by the referees. And I believe that's going to be a water break timeout. So, not good so far here with the first one wasn't even his fault, honestly. It was just he was hit hard, and sometimes it's just the way it goes when you're hit that hard. Yeah. This one almost wasn't his fault either. It was, I don't know if he was trying to hit a hard count again, and his center snapped it to him, or he just snapped it to him before he called for it.
It just seemed to be a bad snap.
Yeah, it just went straight past him like he wasn't even waiting for it. It just shot right past him.
The Cape Career and Technology Center, their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. Also, we want to tell you about Hester Agency Experience, what it's like to have an insurance agent who truly cares about you. Allstate, the Hester Agency, you're in good hands with Matt Hester. So the Pirates are going to have the football here after a fumble from the Tigers. We're going to put the ball on the 47, their own 47. 3:54 left here in the second.
So St. Charles, steps back, and the defense is going to stop. They're going to blow the ball dead as he spins away and loses his helmet, but they're going to call it dead back at the 43-yard line. No, they're going to put it at the 44, so he loses 3 yards. Just one of those plays. From up here, it didn't look like he actually it didn't look like he actually lost. I mean, didn't stop moving for them to call it a dead ball, forward progression or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I guess he stopped enough for the referee. So we've got 2 receivers, to his right, 1 to his left. And Rowe will get the snap. He's going to hand it off. And he'll go up the middle and get brought down at the 45-yard line, so he gains a yard. I believe that was Bagby.
So about a 3rd and 12 here, are you thinking?
Yeah. Just a little over 2.5 to go in the first half. We've got 2 receivers on the right, 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Now he's going to pull a man in motion. Rowe calls for the snap, steps back to pass. Here comes the defense. He's going to roll to his right, coming out the outside of the 50 to the 45, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 41, 42-yard line. So it's just enough for a first down as he gains that 1 extra yard that needed. They're going to mark him down at the 42.
Quick little update here from Sykeston. Hillsboro is now up 28-6 over Sykeston.
Yikes.
So they're running away with that ball game.
Yeah, yes, they are. So 14-6 with 1:53 to go here in the second quarter. As he set up with 3 receivers over to his left and 1 to his right, and the tailback at his left side. Rowe will step back, roll to his left. He's going to stop, pump fake, and he's going to get tripped up, but he's going to fall forward and gain quite a few more yards to make that a pretty good run. As he gets tripped up, and they're going to mark him down at the 34. So, went from the 4, a good 7-yard run there.
And yet another quarterback keeper from Jordan Rowe.
The other thing is, too, more than likely that was the play. He was going to keep it himself. But when he runs to it, he's a right-handed quarterback. So when he runs to his left, that makes it harder for him to throw.
Yes.
He has to throw across his body. And, most of the time you can do that in your backyard, but you're not wearing pads and a helmet, and you don't have defense coming at you.
Yeah.
Rowe will hand it off, and they get through. He was able to avoid 1 tackle. He's able to avoid a tackle because the defender lost his shoe.
So that'll be Javion Phillips there on the carry.
Phillips, yard short, 2 yards short.
Yeah. Now he's just a freshman.
A 3rd and 1, so a good 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain there for Phillips.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from St. Charles with a 14-6 lead for the Tigers here in the second quarter. We are going to go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be back after this.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes, such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
So they hand the ball off, and he did not get anything. He didn't lose anything either, though. But it's 4th down, so it's 4th and 2. He's got 2 receivers to his right, and now he's going to put a man in motion to get 3 to his right. As the play clock, he's got plenty of time. There's 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. He's going to take the snap, fake the handoff, throws. He's hit as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. And the Tigers will take over on downs with 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
So he had Bobby Hayes there as the intended receiver, but yeah, just overthrown. That was not going to happen. You know, he was not going to be able to catch that ball. That was not going to work. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. 13 seconds left. You think they'll just come out and take a knee, or?
I might as well. I mean, I would. Unless you're just going to plan on taking one shot at the end zone just to see if you can pull it off. So Spain it back out at quarterback. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He'll get the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking down. Rolls to his left. Pass is complete. Back up across the 50 to the 45, and he'll be brought down just shy of the, well, let's see if they mark him out. They're going to mark him out at the 43. So pretty good play. They got 3 seconds to go.
Yeah.
3 seconds left here to try to get it going as the Tigers will take a timeout to stop the clock with 3 seconds.
Now I bet they will throw it to the end zone here.
Yeah, now you're gonna go. Now you take your shot at the end zone.
So yeah, just 3 seconds left here before halftime.
Who did he throw that to? Can't remember the number now.
I wasn't looking, actually.
Yeah, I was too busy watching him take it downfield. I was waiting for him to get into the end zone.
Yeah, I was too. But while we do take this time out, I want to tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. They are proud supporters of the Cape Central Tigers. Visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers! So we're getting ready to see the final play.
3 seconds to go here in the first half.
What will they do?
We've got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and is that Boyd there in the backfield? It is. He's going to step back, throw deep, and it's going to be short, and it'll be incomplete, and that will end the first half. So we'll go to the halftime locker room. The Tigers leading 14-6 over St. Charles, and we will go ahead and take a break, and then when we come back, we'll have the halftime show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, the Tigers lead 14-6 here at the half over St. Charles. The team they beat 54-12 last year in the first game of the season. So, definitely it started out really well for the Tigers on offense. They were moving the ball downfield. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and then it kind of sputtered out there towards the end of that.
Yeah, I would say,
first
first quarter really, Central was very much in control. It seemed very one-sided, but then you get to the second quarter and, well, things kind of evened out a little bit more. It's only an 8-point ball game right now. Anything could really happen at this point. But, you got to look at it and say the 2 touchdowns we've got from Keyshawn Boyd, he's having a great game. Zaire Thomas, too, both running backs for Tigers. And, you're also looking at a backup quarterback. That's not something that's really easy to deal with. But he's come in, Jathan Spain, rather, and he's doing very well.
Yeah, he had two rough plays. Not even just rough drives. He had 2 rough plays. He had the one where he got hit hard and the ball kind of popped out and he tried to catch it. I think he may have even caught it again, but when he hit that turf again, he hit the turf hard too.
Yeah.
And the ball popped back out, and then the Tigers couldn't grab it before it rolled into the end zone before St. Charles then decided, hey, I will take it and pick it up for that touchdown. That's how they got their 6 points.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pirates' defense really has stepped up here, especially in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Tigers on offense, Keyshawn Boyd has both of their touchdowns. He ran the first one for 56 yards, and then his second touchdown was just 2 yards out. So he has 80 yards on 6 attempts and 2 touchdowns. And Zaire Thomas has 77 yards on 8 attempts, and Declan Pittman has 6 yards on 4 attempts. And then the only one that I know for sure was Armstrong. He caught a pass from Pittman for 7 yards, and then we'll have to try to figure that one out. Spain threw a complete pass for 23 yards, so he's 1 for 3 with 23 yards. Pittman's 1 for 1 with 7.
Yeah.
So overall, not terrible passing wise, considering combined 2 for 4. You would think. Well, with the running combination of Boyd and Thomas, really kind of, you don't necessarily have to have a passing game.
Right.
It's not completely necessary, but it is nice to have in your back pocket for when the defense starts to cheat a little on the run plays like they were at one point.
Yes.
And Tigers are able to make a couple completions. Pittman is more of a dual threat quarterback. He can throw and run, and Spain right now has just thrown. He hasn't been running the ball. He's been handing it off.
It's an adjustment that the offense has to make.
Yeah.
And, do you think Pittman could possibly get back in the game? I don't know. Don't really know the status on him yet, but if he doesn't get back in, Spain will be carrying this offense most likely. I think there was somebody else that we were looking at, though. Was it Ogles?
Yeah, Ogles was warming up on the sideline. He was throwing a couple for
So,
a
I don't know.
bit.
Maybe he could possibly get in the game at some point. We'll just have to see kind of how Spain does going into the second half here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. And even though they're up by a score, it's one of those things like, do you go ahead and try to throw both Ogles and Spain in there and let them kind of each get a drive, kind of, work every other drive and see what you got there? Or just kind of let Spain keep going because, you're banking on Pittman being healthy by next week.
Yeah.
And at this point, I mean, they haven't given up a whole lot of points. They only gave up the 6. The only other problem is the 14 came with Pittman on the field, but in a way, he really wasn't responsible for those points. It was just it was the running game. So I don't know. That's a tough one to try to figure out.
Both Spain and Ogles are sophomores.
Yep.
So Pittman, he's a junior, but the two second and third string, we have both sophomores, Spain and Ogles both. And I don't know. We'll just have to stay tuned and see. Maybe Ogles will make an appearance. Maybe he won't. Maybe Pittman will come back. We just don't really know for sure.
Yeah, we're not sure, yeah.
But our halftime sponsor is St. Francis, and it's brought to you by St. Francis Healthcare System, bringing quality healthcare to the heartland. You can visit them online, sfmc.net.
So I guess we'll go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll have more of the halftime show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Tigers lead 14-6 here at the half over the St. Charles Pirates. Chandler, we talked about it a little bit there before that break. The offense for the Tigers, they scored 2 straight possessions. They scored on 2 of them. Right off the bat. I mean, 2, not just 2 straight, the first 2 of the game for the Tigers they scored on. And they were both touchdowns by Keyshawn Boyd, both on the ground. He ran the first one for 56 yards, and then the second one was just from 2 yards out. After I think they called it a fumble, but it was recovered by the Tigers. Pittman was trying to run it up the middle, and I guess the ball was knocked out of his hands maybe at some point. I'm not sure. I didn't even see it actually happen.
Yeah.
All I saw was the referee placing the ball back on the 2, and the Tigers' offense lining back up again. So, Chandler, what we were just talking about, week 0 for college football.
Yeah, week 0 of college football. That is actually tomorrow. So we're going to have a couple games, not many, but Notre Dame and Navy will be playing. USC will take on San Jose State. So that's 2 in the top 25 there. A couple other kind of smaller matchups we got, Hawaii and Vanderbilt, some of those, San Diego State and Ohio even. That's going on tomorrow evening. But a lot of games on Thursday. If you look here, we're on the ESPN website. A lot of games coming up on Thursday. That'll be next Thursday. So Thursday, August 31st is what we're looking at here. And Utah. How about Florida at Utah? That's going to be Thursday night at 7 p.m. Probably going to be a pretty good game there, I would imagine. And Mizzou, they're going to be playing on Thursday night as well for their opener. So kind of different, we talked about week 0. That's not something that they have done a whole lot in years past, but it's something they're starting to do a little bit more of now. And I guess technically those games on Thursday would count as week 1, even though it's before Saturday.
Yeah, I think Thursday
would
first.
count as.
Yeah, I think Thursday is technically day 1 of the season.
Yes.
It's kind of like how the NFL is going to start on a Thursday. That Thursday is actually day 1 now instead of, Sunday. Which, that's another thing. Usually those Thursday games, I don't know if I haven't looked at the schedule, but usually those Thursday games were just kind of throwaway. It was just, it was like Browns and Lions when they were both 0-7. Like, nobody wants to watch these.
Yeah. Well, and some of those is like the Sunday nights and the Monday night. It just kind of depends as the season goes on who's doing well, and then they'll make that, kind of the game of the week sort of thing.
They get to the point where they're like, okay, you guys are terrible. We're going to put these 2 now at Sunday night instead.
Yeah.
Which they should do that for Thursday because, like you said, they schedule it, but I also think they're scheduling it on purpose, that it's the Browns and the Lions and not, Packers fight. Every once in a while you'll get a rivalry game thrown in there on a Thursday. That's usually on like around Christmas. They'll throw a big game in because they know nobody's really working or there's no school. People are watching it.
But yeah, we do want to tell you about St. Francis Healthcare System. They bring you the halftime show here all season long. They also bring you quality health care. You can visit them online, sfmc.net. That's St. Francis Healthcare System, proud supporter of Cape Central Athletics. So how much time do we have here before we start the second half? About 7 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah, we still got quite a while
7 minutes
to go
until we resume play here.
And actually I think the band was done pretty quickly. So now, here we go. Here comes one Tiger player is coming out on the field. Oh, you know who that is? That is Joey Charlton, the kicker.
Okay.
So he's going to come out and start practicing, warming up. Usually the kicker is the first one back out on the field. They're coming out of the locker room. And so he's going to go ahead and, he's picking up the that holder contraption for the football. He's going to go ahead and practice his kicks here. So got a couple updates, Chandler. You want to?
Yeah, we can do those. So at the half, Jackson is actually tied against Edwardsville 7-7. And then Sykeston's still down 35-14 right now. They trail Hillsboro. And so that's just some scores that are going on around the Heartland. Jackson looks to be in a pretty good one. But as far as Sykeston goes, looks like that game is all but over already. So
last year, that Jackson-Edwardsville game, Jackson, we did that one. That's the one they jumped out by like 3 or 4 scores and then ended up losing in overtime to Edwardsville.
Yeah.
Edwardsville used that second half and made a big comeback to win the game in overtime.
Jackson started out 0-2 last year.
Yep.
And I think that really shocked a lot of people.
Yeah. That's right, because Nick McNeil, he said we were going to finish. What did he say there? They were going to finish with 3 losses.
9-3, I think it was.
Yeah, 8-3, 9-3, something like that. He got it right. He said it. That was after week 1 too. He didn't even say it after the second loss.
I think Nick McNeil knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, at least when it comes to predicting records, he knows what's going on. He can at least put it together for that. I had another thought in my head, and now it's gone again.
Well, I do have a thought for you, Ryan.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you happy with your yard this year?
I am not.
Well, if you're not, then you need to make the call to the Green Grass guys, because using family-safe products so pets and kids can run and play, that's what it's all about for them. You can trust your lawn to the best, the Green Grass guys.
We practiced that. Actually, we did not practice that. That was on the fly. That's how we do things up here.
That's what we do here on Cape Radio 95.7.
That's right. We wing it. So, about 4 minutes, and no sign. Oh, here come the referees, though. But no sign of either team yet. So, I'm guessing we're going to get a little extra time added on there at halftime. But we'll go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll give you an update on whether or not we're going to start the second half or if they're going to add some more time. So we'll be back after this.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium as both teams finally come out of the locker room, and we're going to add time. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. As the Tigers lead 14-6 here at the half over St. Charles in the rematch of the first week of last year, which was on the road. And the Tigers won that one 54-12. So not so far, not quite the same.
Yep.
But there's still a whole another half to go. But it also probably wasn't, 80-something degrees that felt like 100 during that first week. Let's see if it's changed any. Oh, yeah, it only feels like 95 now.
Okay.
So I don't know what they're complaining about. We don't need any water breaks anymore. So they do add 3 more minutes up on the halftime clock. So we'll go ahead. We'll take one more break, and then when we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Tigers getting ready to start this second half as they lead 14-6 over St. Charles. And the Tigers beat St. Charles last year to start the season 54-12. And a little bit of a different story here, at least in halftime. We've got another half to go. It's 14-6. But also at the same time, the Tigers offense changed a little bit there in the second quarter as Declan Pittman went down. He's actually up, standing, and walking on the sideline right now. I see him down there as he's talking to one of the coaches. Joey Charlton will kick off here for the Tigers as he'll kick this one down towards the 10-yard line. He's going to bring it out towards the 20, and then he'll be brought down at the 21. Not a great return, but he gets out past the 20. And I know when you're playing Madden, Chandler, if you don't catch it in the end zone, or if you bring it out of the end zone or catch it short, you want to at least get past the 20-yard line, because otherwise, what was the point?
That's right. How about a little score update for you?
Go for it.
Hillsboro is up over Sykeston, 42-14 at halftime.
Yikes.
That is a blowout.
They got 14 points, though. They got that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they did.
Which tells me they were going for 2 than that first time when they just had 6. So St. Charles will start the second half at their own 21-yard line. And he'll keep it himself. Rowe will be brought down. And he's going to be dropped short. Okay, they set the ball up at the 23. He's going to be dropped at about the 22. So he will lose a yard. So 2nd and 11. They got him set up at the 21, line of scrimmage at the 22. So we're going to set up with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to his right. And he'll step back to pass, looking to his left. He'll throw. Catch is brought in by Bagby. Yep, Bagby. And let's see, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 30. So he'll gain 9 yards. It's 3rd and 2.
So we're going to put the ball on the 30 here.
It's about the 30 and a half. Not quite the 30, not quite the 31.
Kind of.
I wish they'd just pick a yard line when it comes to those kind of things.
Bit of a gray area.
Yeah. So Rowe will take the snap. Quick pass across the middle. It's caught. He avoids 1 tackle, but he's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line for a gain of 11.
That's going to move the chains.
Yeah, a fresh set of downs for the Pirates. As we'll start at the 41-yard line. So Rowe, pretty good pass there for 11 yards. As he sets up in the shotgun, he's got 2 on each side. As Rowe gets the snap, he's going to roll to his right. And looking to throw. He's going to throw as he's hit, and it's going to be caught.
Wow.
Right there at the 20, and he's going to work it all the way down into the end zone for a touchdown and makes it 14-12. As that was Trey Hout. Where'd he go?
I saw that
I just
name,
lost it, yeah. Yeah, now I can't find it. That I'm actually looking for it.
I had
so
seen
it's
it earlier.
14-12 And the Pirates pull within 2. And St. Charles, they are going to go for 2 points here, too, to try to tie it up. St. Charles won just 2 games last year.
Okay.
So they've either improved quite a bit or that freshman class. Oh, Rowe's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it up the left side, and he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and the Tigers will keep a 2-point lead. 14-12 as starting this second half has turned into a whole new football game with just a 2-point difference here between the Cape Central Tigers and the St. Charles Pirates. We'll be back after this.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, as the Tigers now lead by just 2, 14-12 here over St. Charles. And Reed will kick this one away, and it's going to end up going out of bounds, so that will give the Tigers pretty good field possession off the kickoff. Because once it goes out of bounds, that's a they'll automatically put the ball at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Tigers here to start their first offensive drive in the second half. So Pittman he still is on the sideline, I should say. But he is going to stay on the sideline as Jathan Spain heads back out onto the field. We've got 2 receivers on each side here for Spain as he'll set up in the gun. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand it off. Tran going around the outside. Now he's going to cut back towards the middle, and he's going to be brought down. It looks like he will make it back to the line of scrimmage. And so no loss, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. So it's better to not lose anything. If you're not going to gain yards, you don't want to lose them too. So might as well just get back to that line of scrimmage. We've got 2 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left, and we'll set a man in motion. And Spain will get the snap. He's going to throw it back to Boyd. Boyd's going to cut across to the 50, cuts back towards the midfield, and he's going to get to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's tripped up, and he falls down, and he's marked down at the 3-yard line. What a run from the 35 all the way down to the 3 into Pirate territory. Holy cow. Another big run by Keyshawn Boyd.
He's having a great game.
What is it, 62 yards? Got to do some fast math.
Don't ask me.
Dang it. That's why you were here.
Nah.
So we get a whistle blown by one of the referees. And nope, we're not going to get any kind of timeout. We're just going to keep going. Just had to reset the play clock there. So Boyd in the backfield. Spain will hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it around the outside, and he'll be brought down. Looks like back at the 3, so no gain for Spain. So no loss, no gain there. We'll start it again on the 3 for 2nd and goal. 8:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Spain setting up with Keyshawn Boyd in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side, and Spain will hand it off. Boyd's going to power his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Tigers are up 20-12 now after the 3rd touchdown, the 3rd rushing touchdown by Keyshawn Boyd. And that one was 3 yards this time. So Keyshawn Boyd, the reason the Tigers have 20 points. He's the only one that has scored any touchdowns for Cape Central.
Player of the game right there.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, even just the 2 touchdowns already pretty much get you a player of the game. But, yeah, if you're going to get 3 of them, you've locked that up for sure. And the snap is good. The kick is up, and it is also good. 21-12. Tigers lead with 8:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-12 Tigers.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes, such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tigers Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Tigers lead 21-12 with Chandler. I think, isn't that your favorite Rush album?
What?
21-12. It's your favorite Rush song.
I'll be honest, I don't know that song.
What? Chandler. Looks like we're going to re-kick this one anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm not as big of a Rush fan as
I'm going to tell you what.
I'll listen to it later.
Okay. You call yourself a classic rock fan.
I don't think we played on KGMO.
Probably not. I don't think so. I think it's a pretty long song, too, so I don't think that's
probably why
it's not going to play. Yeah, it doesn't play. If it does, it's not played very often. Another kick there by Charlton, and this time he'll pick it up at the goal line. He's going to bring it out to the 15, and he's going to be brought down. He should have just let it go. That was what we were talking about there, Chandler. When you play in Madden, if you don't bring it back out to the 20, you should have just let it go. And he only gets it out to the, the 16?
Yeah.
Should have let it just bounce into the end zone. So 8:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Rowe will try to get things going here once again for the Pirates on offense, as their last possession, they were able to get into the end zone. But he's going to have 2 receivers on each side. Oh, no, he's got 2 on his left, 3 to his right. And he'll get the snap, stepping back, throw quickly across the middle, and he's going to avoid 1 tackler, and he's going to drag the defender with him past the 30 for a first down as they get to the 33-yard line. Must be the St. Charles coaches in the booth next to us.
Yeah.
So Bagby once again, the receiver for St. Charles, as they get into the 30, they get past the 30-yard line down to the 33, trying to get back within a few points. As right now they trail 21-12. Rowe will hand it off, and it almost looked like it was a busted play, but it works out as the other running back, is it Byron Miller? I believe Byron Miller was the other one that may have ran into Rowe, but they were able to get the handoff to Bagby, and he works it around for 5 yards. It's 2nd and 5. So 7:04 left here in this third quarter as in the shotgun for the Pirates. And it's a low snap. He'll pick it up off the turf. He's going to have to try to run with it as he rolls to his right. Here comes the defense. He pushes one tackler away with a stiff arm, and he's going to end up stepping out of bounds on the near sideline. And they may have to measure this one as, nope, he's going to be a yard short. Yeah, it ends up being a little bit further away than the sideline referee made it look from about up here. So it'll be 3rd and 1 with 6:44 to go. Because that marker is right there on that 43-yard line. So they're about half a yard short. Just enough to be able to tell the difference between first down and not. They don't have to worry about measuring this one.
Maybe just a little QB sneak or something. Let's see what they do.
Nope, they're going to hand it off, and he is going to finally get across that first down marker. As, whew, that was close. He was almost wrapped up in the backfield and brought down as, who was that?
That was Javion Phillips.
Javion Phillips. Phillips more or less just running straight across to the far sideline.
We got a couple substitutions going on here.
He finally realized, hey, I need to get across this line. And we're going to take a water break, I believe. So, Chandler, I think we're going to take a water break, too.
Okay.
How's that sound? We'll be back after this.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
So back here at Tiger Stadium, Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. Chandler, it's still 84, but it feels like 95 here in this third quarter with 6.5 to go. As we get a flag thrown. Rowe will roll it around. He's going to get past the 50 to the 45, and then he'll get hit. And we'll see what this penalty is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on St. Charles. Yep, it is on St. Charles. And we'll push it back here. So it'll be 1st and long for St. Charles. Yes, that's a 10-yard penalty. So we're going all the way back to the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 20. Yikes.
They've kind of dug themselves into a bit of a hole here.
Just a tad.
We'll see what they do.
So 1st and 20 on the 34 with 6:20 to go. We got 2 receivers on his left side, 1 to his right. As Rowe calls for the snap. And he throws a quick one over to the far sideline. And he'll be pushed out of bounds after running into a defender. Let's see how far up they mark him when he stepped out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be the 43, so 9-yard gain will make it 2nd and 11.
That is Byron Miller for the Pirates.
Not enough people named Byron these days.
Byron. Not a ton, no.
Yeah. 2nd and 11. 6:14 to go here in the third quarter. As he's got, 2 receivers on each side. And he gets the snap, stepping back to pass, rolling to his left, throwing downfield, and it's going to be income. Oh, they're going to throw a flag. I kind of figured that was coming. I don't know.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I wasn't sure. It did, and it didn't look like there was going to be contact made there between them. And they're going to end up calling pass interference on the Tigers. And, yep, pass interference on the defense. Yep, sometimes you bump him just enough.
That is the first pass interference of the night.
Yeah, first pass interference of the season. Almost 3 full quarters without a pass interference on the season.
So with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, 1st and 10 for the St. Charles Pirates.
2 receivers on both sides. And a quick pass across the middle. Oh, what a juke there by Byron Miller, as he was able to make one man miss, and he gets enough for the first down, and they get down to the 30-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Nice 12-yard gain there by Byron Miller. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third. So the passing game has kind of stepped up quite a bit for St. Charles, as it didn't really work in that first half. Or I should say the first quarter. It started to pick up in the second quarter. And you find Adams over on the right side, and he's going to be brought down shy of the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be a loss of 1 back to the 31. Oh, they marked him. Okay, so they had the original line of scrimmage at the 29, not the 30. So he lost a yard. He's going to lose 2 yards back to the 31. So it's 2nd and 12. Just a bit over 5 minutes, 5:02 to go in the third, as the Tigers lead by 9, 21-12. So you got 2 receivers on his right side and 1 on his left. As Rowe gets the snap, stepping back to pass. He fakes it across the middle, and now he's going to keep it himself, run it up the middle. He's got some room, and he's going to work his way away from a defender and into the end zone for a touchdown. And it's going to be 21-18. As that was, I will give him credit for that move. That was a good move, making that defender miss, and he made him miss completely. I don't think he even got a finger on him there as he cut back towards the left side. So that makes it 21-18.
St. Charles hanging in this game, really.
Yeah.
They aren't going away. Seems like the Tigers have kind of, they'll score a touchdown. It's like, well, they probably got it under control now. Then they'll come back and, well.
They take, St. Charles, they take their time when it kind of seems like, they're not going to get much going here on offense. Mm-hmm. And then they get a play like that. Yeah, now they're back in it again, down by just 3, and they're going to go for 2.
Okay.
And he may have been a bad snap, but he's going to keep it. Rowe will dive, stretch for the end zone, and he is in for the 2-point conversion, and they are down by just one, 21-20. And 4.5 to go in the third. This game turned out to be a lot closer than it looked like right off the bat. The Tigers were up by 14 right after their first 2 possessions, and they recovered 2 fumbles in that first half, and they just like they were going to put it away early and send everyone home early. And now it's a 1-point game, 21-20, with 4:33 to go in the third.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your yard this year?
No, I am not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you need to call the green grass guys.
Oh, yeah.
Using family-safe products so pets and kids can run and play. Trust your lawn to the best. The green grass guys.
I like that. That's good. I think I will.
I think
I will. There can't be too many yards out there that look that great right now either. They either drowned from all the rain we had like 2 weeks in a row, or they've burned up from the heat this week.
Yeah.
So it's 21-20 with just over 4.5 to go here in the third. So Reed will kick off for the Pirates, and it's going to be a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds again. So we're going back to the 35-yard line. That one almost looked like he kicked that one on purpose. I mean, that one just went straight out of bounds.
Yeah.
Also, it almost went out of bounds at the 35, so it's almost like he was just aiming for that 35-yard line. So it's 21-12. The Tigers leading. And trying to see, I believe Jathan Spain's back out on the field, and yes, he is. He is back on the field at quarterback. Oh, we got a penalty against St. Charles, and that moves the ball up to the 45. An illegal procedure on St. Charles. So they'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas runs it up the middle of the 50. Now he's going to cut back across. Now he's got one defender in front of him. He's got no one to beat. He's into the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Zaire Thomas from the 46-yard line all the way down. One play, one score. And just like that, the Tigers back up by 7, 27-20. Wow.
Well, that's his first touchdown.
That is the first, yeah. That's the first touchdown for the Tigers that wasn't scored by Keyshawn Boyd this season.
I knew you'd say that, yeah. Not just tonight, but
this season.
The entire season.
Did you ever see The Water Boy?
I've seen parts of it.
Okay, well, at the end, he always says, well, last game of the season, can't hold anything back. That's kind of how I feel. And, well, first game of the season, that's his first touchdown of the season.
Oh, we got a flag.
And an offsides on St. Charles. So that's going to move the ball to the, 1.5? We're on the 3, half the distance to the goal. It looks like they're going to just go ahead and go with the extra point. They're going to go kick it. So Charlton with the kick. Oh, we got another flag. And this time it's a false start on Central. So we're just going to move it back again. So we moved it forward. Now we're going back.
It's canceling each other out there.
Yeah. And actually, this one actually helps out a little bit better because we go back to the 7-yard line. 6-yard line, 6-yard line. 6.5, 5-yard penalty. Kick is up, and it's good. So it really didn't matter where they lined it up or where they were out on the field at the time. He was going to go ahead and just kick it through the uprights anyway and make it 28-20, so back up by 8 with 4:21 to go here in the third. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen, as the Tigers will kick this one away with 4:21 left in the third. And Charlton will kick it away, and it's going to bounce once, and it'll be picked up at about the 8-yard line. He'll bring it out past the 25 to the 30, and what a move there as he makes one man miss, and he gets free at the 40, and he's going to be brought down at about the 42-yard line. He made quite a few fancy moves there, working his way all the way out.
He really did, yeah. And he took a pretty hard hit there at the end of it all.
Yeah. Well, you know, after a while, you just kind of run out of gas. And I'm going to be here. This is something that I had talked about with. Who was I talking to? It was during the tailgate here at Cape Central before the game. I think it was Coach Lane, basketball. Coach Lane and Coach Poitras. I was talking about how the game will probably start out pretty quick, and I feel like once the heat kicks, the heat gets to them, I felt like the second half would be a little bit slower.
Nah.
But honestly, it hasn't been. They've actually kind of turned it on in the second half. Maybe they saved their energy in the first half, as that one's caught at about the 48, and he gets across the 50, down to the 45. And let's see where they mark him. They're going to mark him, it looks like, at the 44. So a gain of 14 for St. Charles. It's 4:02 to go in the third.
How about a little score update?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sykeston is trailing Hillsborough 49-14. And I don't think we've had one for Jackson for a while. 14-7 though. Edwardsville is up though right now.
That was the last one we had. Rowe's going to hand it off, and he's not going to get anywhere. If he does, he gained maybe a yard. Let's see where they mark the ball, and they're going to say he got nothing. So it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, they just put it right back there on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 with 3:15 left here in the third quarter. The Tigers are up by 8. This game turned out to be a lot closer than we thought after the first 2 possessions by the Tigers, where they basically scored at will. As they'll set up with 3 receivers over to his right. He's going to fake the handoff, roll to his right. He'll throw, and it's caught across the middle. And he works it out towards the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
So that is Bobby Hayes.
Bobby Hayes
with the reception.
Bobby Mays Hayes.
Well, they're putting together a pretty good drive. Again.
Again.
They are not going away. That's one thing you can say. The Pirates are not going away in this game. They're hanging around.
That's a big problem for Central. A lot of teams could have just basically, once you give up 2 touchdowns right off the bat like that, 2 touchdowns, 2 possessions to start the game, a lot of teams will just kind of phone it in and be like, you know what, we tried. He's going to hand the ball off to Bagby, and Bagby will get across the 25. Looks like he gained 2 yards to the 23. So that's 2 minutes to go here in the third now. Yes. It's 2nd and 8 for St. Charles. We'll line up with 2 receivers to his right. And he's got, what, 1 over there on the left, right behind the line. Or he's got 2 real tight there. And he's going to step back looking left. He'll throw across the middle, and it's going to be caught right at the 12. The 12-yard line? Yep, 12-yard line. So it'll be another 1st and 10. Bobby Mays Hayes. What is it? Plays like Mays, run like Hayes. Did you ever see Major League? Oh my gosh, Chandler, you got a lot of work to do before the next week. you got a lot of stuff to do before next week. So 1st and 10 from the 12. As they line up with 2 receivers to his left and 2 to the right. And Bagby in the backfield. Now he's going to put a man in motion. Well, he decides to go back or the other way. And a quick throw right back to him as he gets to the 10, and he'll be knocked out of bounds.
That's Sam Adams with the reception.
Huh. You think he's from Boston? You think he knows the guy from the... those commercials drive me nuts.
They are a bit annoying, yeah.
It's just the beginning, I think, is the thing. Just that little jingle they have.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst part of that commercial. So 2nd and 9 as he gains 1 yard to the 11. And we're down to 52 seconds here in this third quarter. Oh, Jackson scored.
Okay.
And they're tied at 14. And what are we doing? Half the offense and defense moved, the other half didn't. And the quarterback and the running back did nothing for St. Charles.
The question is,
though,
who moved first?
The flags came late.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They threw their flags after the players didn't move, so they have to discuss, I guess, who is we calling a penalty on.
Okay.
Either that or we can just... Oh, nope, we got a false start on St. Charles.
Okay.
So we're just going to move the ball back then. So it'll be on the 16-yard line now, and it'll be 2nd and 14. 8-point lead for the Tigers. As Rowe will get the snap. Oh, here comes the defense. He's able to avoid. He's going to avoid them all and work it out to the 10-yard line. Pushed forward and marked down at the 5. But we do have a flag back behind the 20-yard line at about the 22-yard line, and it's going to be holding on St. Charles. So that play and that run that he was able to work out of that just disaster of a play, and we're going to end up going backwards now. And we're going to mark the ball down at the 31. Nope, sorry, 26. So it'll be 2nd and 24 from the 26. Woo, that's a long way to go, Chandler. I don't know what that was about, but okay. 42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And we're going to get a timeout called by St. Charles. Interesting, but we'll take it with them. We'll be back.
Call Dutch. Dutch call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Tiger Stadium, 42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen, and a snap that's low. Rowe will roll to his left. He's going to throw towards the end zone. And did they signaled yet?
I don't know. I didn't see a
signal yet.
I don't.
Even the St. Charles is still trying to figure out what is it. I'm guessing they're going to call it a touchdown. I don't know.
As long as he had his feet in.
Okay, so they are going to call it a touchdown. It'd be nice if the referees would throw their hands up and actually signal a touchdown.
They didn't.
See, even the scoreboard it hasn't changed because nobody has been throwing up a touchdown signal. And now it's changed.
Finally, there we go.
Okay. It's 28-26 with 33 seconds to go.
Time to go for two.
Like, that's your job. Throw your hands in the air, man.
Guess it was just to be assumed.
Yeah, I guess. Rowe is going to keep it himself. He's going to roll, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. And so it'll stay a 2-point game once again, 28-26 with 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. We still got another quarter to go, Chandler. If you thought this was exciting, wait till we get to the fourth quarter.
So after that, we're going to tell you about a few of our sponsors. How about the Cape Career and Technology Center? Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. Also, we tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. They are proud supporters of the Cape Central Tigers. Visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers! So we've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. And after the Pirates were unable to convert the 2-point conversion, Tigers still lead by 2, 28-26. And Tigers will be getting the ball back here right after the kickoff. Going to be an exciting fourth quarter.
33 seconds, yeah. We got to – I know it didn't sound like it just then. But, yeah, I mean, you almost want to just get past these 33 seconds so we can get that fourth quarter going.
Right.
That's when everything kind of ramps up.
We're looking forward to it. And we're talking about this too, everything's kind of pushed back this evening.
Yeah.
So 10-11, that's kind of late, but, we got a late start.
That's right, an hour later. So we'd only be 9 o'clock here normally. Chandler, I don't know about you, but I think some of our people are just running out of gas here. They're not used to being up this late on a Friday for football.
That's right.
So Edwardsville got a touchdown, and they are up 20-14, but I don't know, did he text us back now with the, 21-14 after the extra point.
They got a good game there, too.
Yeah. And Armstrong with the kick, and it's going to bounce out of bounds again. It was a good idea there by, I think that's Clemens? Brajon Clemens? Whoever that was a genius and just let that ball bounce out of bounds to give them field possession back on the 35 again.
So we'll see what the Tigers offense can do here. Still got 33 seconds left before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, we're not even. I feel like we're not even close to the fourth quarter yet, the way this third quarter has gone.
It's taken a while.
So Spain will set up with 2 receivers to his left. And he'll get the snap, hand it off. And Boyd will just work his way through the middle, up the sideline, and it's a foot race. He's got nobody now to beat. 5 touchdown Tigers, 1 play, 1 score, and it took 11 seconds to run from the 35 all the way down to the end zone to score. Holy moly. That's his 4th touchdown, Chandler. 4 touchdowns.
And how many yards would that be for him now?
Oh, altogether?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of math. I'll have to do that here in a second.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out how much he ran here. 35. 65. Oh, 65.
65.
Well, look at that. Kevin Shaper's a little more sharp than we thought he was. He was at least awake. Kick is up, and it is good. 35-26. So the Tigers back up by 9 once again. So 35-26, 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, we are having a barn burner here. It's 35-26. As Charlton with the kick, it'll be bounced, picked off at about the 10. He's going to bring it out past the 20. And he's going to spin and work his way to the 25, and I think that is where they are going to mark him down at the 25-yard line. Was that a sneeze or a cough? What was that?
I think that might have been a sneeze.
25-yard line is where St. Charles will take over on offense. Let me tell you something. 4 touchdowns for Boyd. 1 for Thomas. All their touchdowns, all the points, have come on the ground for the Tigers. And 56 yards for Boyd, 54 for Thomas, 65 for Boyd. They've had a 2-yard run by Boyd and a 3-yard run by Boyd. So 3 of the 5 have been 50-plus yards, 54-plus yards. Yeah. So Boyd will get the snap. He's going to run it around the outside on the left side. He'll get tripped up, and, well, I think they're going to be a little generous with that one. They're going to mark him down at the 35. As the clock is at 8 seconds here in the third quarter. And they are going to move the chains. And they tell the clock to start. And St. Charles is not even going to get into a huddle. They're just going to let the third quarter run out. So, after 3 quarters, it's Central 35, St. Charles 26. It's going to be one heck of a fourth quarter. So if you're not listening already, or you know people aren't listening, you better tell them to tune in, because it's going to be a heck of a game here to finish it out. A heck of a fourth quarter. And if you are listening, don't go anywhere, because I can only see it getting better And it may end up being a shootout. It may just turn into – what was that? The college, there was a bowl game where it just turned into a shootout and just like 5-6 overtimes before it finally ended. Was it TCU and somebody, I think?
When would this have been?
I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but also at the same time, I could see it being longer than I thought it was.
How about like this was a couple years ago, Texas A&M and LSU. That was either like a 7 or 8 overtime game.
Yeah, that may be the one I'm thinking of.
But I don't think it was a bowl game. I know, well, obviously it wasn't a bowl game. It was an SEC game.
Yeah.
But I remember watching that game, and it was like 71-68, something like that for the final. Pretty crazy. And that game lasted 5+ hours, you know.
Yeah, it was a super long game, but it was worth it. There it is. Yep, you're right. It was 74-72.
Okay.
In 7 overtimes.
7 overtimes.
So yeah. So that was just a straight up shootout there.
Now I'm thinking Penn State and Illinois might have had one here not too long ago either.
That may be one I was thinking of.
We might have to look into that too. Because I remember seeing something about that. But it was a low-scoring game, if I remember. Penn State and Illinois. And this would have been a few years ago.
Yeah, they may not have started scoring till those overtimes.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that. So we're about ready to start this fourth quarter here as the Tigers lead 35-26. And it's 1st and 10 as St. Charles. Rowe will step back to pass, and he's got a man wide open, and he's going to drop the pass. And it'll be incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. I don't think we've mentioned this yet. St. Charles, we haven't. St. Charles with the baby blue, like the Carolina blue helmets.
Yep.
But no logo or anything on them. It's just straight blue helmet.
Yes.
Which I think if they would throw their pirate logo on there, it's like a shield with the pirate, like almost like a pirate captain kind of skull and 2 swords behind him. If they threw that on there, it's like a dark blue, navy blue, that'd look pretty sweet on the outside. Rowe will roll to his right, and he's going to throw, and he's got nobody there as it's incomplete. And I don't know if he overthrew the man he wanted it to or he was underthrowing it to someone deeper, but either way, incomplete, and it's 3rd and 10. With 11:45 to go.
Penn State and Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 overtimes.
Yeah.
But the final score, Illinois won 20-18.
120-18.
No.
Oh,
20 to 18.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they won 20-18.
20-18.
Man.
And if you think about it, for 9 overtimes, that's not high scoring at all. That's very low
really,
scoring.
That means they did nothing in a lot of those overtimes. So 3rd and 10 with 11:45 here in this fourth quarter left. Rowe stepping back to pass. He's going to step up, running across the line of scrimmage. He's got enough for a first down, and he will run out of bounds. And they're going to mark him down just shy of the 50 at the 49-yard line. So a pretty good run there for St. Charles by Rowe, their quarterback. A nice 14-yard run. So Rowe has really more or less just been doing it himself. Not only has he been running the ball, actually that's basically all he's been doing is running the ball. He's thrown a few good passes, some short passes that turn into some pretty good yards, but he's been running the ball a lot and doing a very good job with it as he gets the low snap, and now he's going to roll to his right. He'll throw across the middle, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. He couldn't come away with the catch as he slipped on the turf and hit the turf before he could make the catch. And that would have been one heck of a play, and that could have made a huge difference and put this game away had the Tigers been able to score off that. But that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So unfortunately, 2nd and 10. It's a 9-point lead for the Tigers. 35-26, 11.5. St. Charles taking their time now in their huddle. They're not in a hurry, especially with the clock not running. They may be feeling it too here. They're feeling the heat. I mean that literally, not figuratively. They may be starting to wear down after playing 3 quarters in this heat here in Cape Girardeau at Cape Central, as Rowe will run it across the 45 and be brought down at the 44. So it'll be a gain of 7, 3rd and 3.
We got to thank everybody who's watching over on YouTube, too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, too, or YouTube as well. And that just sounded weird. You just got to, if you just search Cape Central Sports, you should be able to find the channel. You can listen to it, or, well, you can listen to it there, too. Same radio broadcast with video.
It's a little added feature we've got going on this year.
That's right. So the 44-yard line is Rowe. Another low snap. He's able to pick it up, and he'll throw across to the 30. It's caught. Bagby up to the 15 to the 10, and he is going to be brought down into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, we're back to another 2-point game.
It's kind of been following a pattern here, Ryan.
Yeah, it really has been.
Just when you think Central might be pulling away with it, Pirates come back and they score just like they did there. And this game is far from over.
Yeah, exactly.
You never really know what's going to happen.
Just think, too, it could have been the opposite if that ball would have been intercepted.
Yeah.
It could have been Central putting up another touchdown and pulling away, but, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. So we're going to go for 2 again. Try to go for 2, I should say.
See if they can cut it to
last
1.
time, yeah. So Rowe will get the snap. Oh, it's low, and we get a flag. And it's going to be, offsides on Central.
So they'll move just a little bit closer.
That's not what you want. Honestly, that's just going to make it easier for Rowe now.
That's right.
The way he's been running the ball.
We've had a lot of penalties on extra points and 2-point conversions.
It seems like the majority of them. There's only been a few that haven't been on a extra point. And another, oh my gosh, another one. I think this one's also offside. And it is. What is it going to do? The 1-yard line now? Half-yard line? Where are they going to put this one? It looks like the 1. This almost guarantees a 2-point conversion here with Rowe.
Too many penalties.
Oh, we're not even going to go for 2. Now we're kicking.
Okay.
That's weird.
It kind of surprises me when they're as close as they are.
Yeah. Unless it's a fake.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Let's see.
I can see a fake. Because is that Rowe as the holder? I could see him picking it up and taking it, running it.
It'd be cool.
This will be his. Oh. And the kick is good. May have gotten a little piece. It looked like it may have gotten a fingertip on it or got real close there, but they weren't able to block it. And it goes through. But, yeah, that's an interesting call there with the ball being on, like, the 1-yard line and the way your quarterback has been running the ball all night.
Yeah, you would think
they'd go for 2 there, and then if they were able to, if Central does score, and then you get another touchdown, then you go for that extra point to try to tie it up. You would almost want to get that 2-point conversion out of the way, be down by 1. and then try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tired now. It's late. It's, was it 10:30? Holy moly.
Just about. So a 2-point game here. Tigers lead 35-33. We're at a little bit of a timeout here. So while we have this timeout, why don't we tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring? Proud supporters of the Cape Central Tigers, you can visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers! So we are getting ready to resume play here. It will be the Tigers ball. 10:19 left in the fourth quarter. Exciting game we have going on here.
Yeah, it's been, we said it would be, and it has been.
Tigers have led the whole time.
I think St. Charles just lined up wrong. I think they were getting ready to kick it the other way.
Oh.
But yeah, we said it would be, and it has been so far.
It has. The Pirates have stayed in this one.
We're not even 2 full minutes into the fourth quarter yet.
We could still see some more points, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's plenty of time for both teams to score again. The way the Tigers have been scoring on their 1-2 plays.
Yeah.
They have plenty of time for them to score and St. Charles to have another shot.
Probably a few more.
It does also seem like that St. Charles is just, they're slowing down. The whistle blew and they're waiting for them to kick it away, and he's just going to let the play clock run. It's down to 7. And there you go. And it's straight out of bounds again. So the Tigers will start at the 35-yard line. So the Tigers up by 2, 35-33. So the Tigers, they scored on their first 2 possessions. It's not going to be. It's going to be at the 38. Oh, there was a penalty on St. Charles again. That's the second time they've kicked it off, and they've had a penalty after they kick it out of bounds. So they'll get it at the 43. So Spain will set up. He's got 2 receivers to his left and 2 to the right. He's going to hand it off to Thomas. Thomas gets it across the 50 to the 45 and to the 40 and then down to the 35 as he's brought down, maybe out of bounds, I'm not sure. Clock does stop, but it also stops because of the first down, so we'll see if they restart the clock or not. Just shy of the 35 at the 36-yard line. And a big run from the 44 to the 36. The 2 receivers, and they're going to hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run it up the middle, get it across the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 28. So it'll be an 8-yard gain for Zaire Thomas. And now we've got an update. Looks like Jackson scores a touchdown, and they've tied it up at 21. Now we're going to get a timeout here on the field. We got 1 player down, and he's cramping up, it looks like. He's got his leg pulled up. So we're gonna step aside while they try to help him work that cramp out. You listen to the Cape Central Tiger football. Man, I almost made a whole game without saying that. Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, snap, handoff to Thomas. He tried to come to a stop and he kind of buckled a little bit there as he gets across the 30. Or they're going to mark him down at the 30, and then we're going to get a penalty, and it's, nope, not holding, blocking the back. He changed it. He originally did call holding, but he pulled it, or he got corrected by one of the other officials.
We do have a final, Ryan.
Oh, boy.
Hillsboro.
Oh, no.
Beats Sykeston 63-14 for the final. So that one was never really close from the start.
No, it was not.
Hillsboro pulled away with that one early on.
We got 3 receivers to his left. Spain gets the snap. Oh, nice move there as he avoids the defender and works it all the way back up towards the 30-yard line at about the 31, I believe, is when he's going to be marked down at. See where they place the football. Oh, that was a nice move there, a nice bounce pass there. And then they're going to say 31 and a half. Was that an 8-yard gain?
Yep.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Spain moves Thomas out of the backfield. Quick throw to Thomas, and it bounces once, but he's able to make the catch, and now he's going to be wrapped up, though, in the backfield for a loss. That'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to mark this one all the way back at the 35. So a loss of 3. And now we get a whistle, and it's going to be timeout by Cape Central. So 7:48 to go here in the 4th quarter, and it's 4th and 9, and you're up by 2. Do you go for it? Because you can't punt it. You definitely can't punt it unless your punter is going to be able to. And even pros can hardly do this. You don't see it very often unless your punter can pin it inside the 10-yard line and get it to go out of bounds inside the 10. I mean, that's the only way you'd be able to punt it. And kicking a field goal is probably going to be, I mean, that's too much of a field goal. And I don't know what Charlton his best is in practice. But even still, in a game situation, I think this is too far to try to even try.
They're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, even if you don't get it, at least get close to try to give them a little bit worse field position than what they could currently get.
Yes.
In this situation, as you're on the 34-yard line. So, I mean, it's not going to be great field position on the 34, but if you can make it worse, you might as well try it. We'll see how they line up here as they've got Boyd in the backfield right now with 2 receivers to his right side and 2 to the left. And he's going to set a man in motion. Spain steps back. He's going to roll to his right side, throws, and it's caught just on the other side of the 30. And it's not going to be enough for a 1st down. And they're going to mark it down at the, what is that? The 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's probably about 2 to 3 yards short there.
Just a few yards short.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Pirates are going to take back over here. 7:40 left in this game. Tigers are up 35-33. So we'll see. Tigers have led the whole game. And as far as I know, the Pirates have not been in a situation like this where they're only down by 2. But if you think about it, you know, they have the potential. Yeah, the whole season.
I really thought you were going to say it, too. That's why I waited.
That's your joke.
That's why I was looking. I was like, oh, is he going to do it?
But they have the potential of going on top here, going up on top. And I don't know.
Well, now they're going to call timeout. So they call. So, yeah, like you said, they have a chance to go on top, and then they call timeout.
Because they got to talk about it.
Yeah, they got to talk about it.
How are they going to do it? Will they do it?
Which is also weird because, I mean, there's not a whole. I mean, there's 7:40 left, so it's not like you have to plan out a whole, just a couple plays to try to get down the field real fast. And the way they've been moving the ball down the field, they can take a good chunk of time off of here and make it tougher for Central to come away with a win if they do put up points.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Lots of different
the
scenarios.
The other thing is too, do you keep it on the ground with Rowe?
Yeah.
Or, do you expect Central to be expecting that and work on the run? So now you got to try to pass. You know what I mean? There's
all kinds of
when
things,
you got to try to get into the head of the opposing coaches and try to decide what they're going to focus on. Are they going to be focusing on a run, or are they going to expect us to run it and try to throw it? So they're going to hand it off, and he's going to get to the 30-yard line, so it looks like he'll gain 2. And it looks like they're going to call for the trainer. He's down on the turf. And I wonder if he's hurt or if he's just got he looks like he's got somebody stretching out his leg and maybe his hamstring cramping up. Which, that's another thing. Now, we've had a few cramps here at the end. They really expected that to be more of a factor the whole game than here at the end.
Yeah.
But I guess the other thing is, too, I mean, it's not that cool, but it's getting cooler.
Yes.
So it gets to a point where you're kind of like, it's not that hot. I'm not hot. I really don't need to drink anything. Or I don't need a whole lot to drink, and that causes you to cramp up.
Because it's been a hot season.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a very hot season so far. I'm so proud of you, Chandler. I mean, it's 83. It feels like 93. So it is getting cooler. And too, at some point, too, when you drink that much, you just kind of get sick of it. Oh, bad snap. It hits the turf. He tried to pick it up. The throw is going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. Snap. He's had problems there. His center has had problems all night getting the snap to him. He's always picking it up off the turf. That time he tried to pick it up and dropped it once, but was able to pick it back up again. But that's another situation for St. Charles. They keep low snaps. Eventually that's going to come back to haunt you, and it almost got him there. As he had to throw that one away, basically.
So Cape is going to play Hillsborough next week.
Oh.
How do you feel about that after seeing what they did to Sykeston?
Okay, so no offense to Sykeston. Their football team is usually not strong. It's their basketball team that's strong. Rowe's going to try to run it. Oh, what is he doing? He'll throw it behind the line of scrimmage, and the whistle, they blow the whistle. So, yeah, that's weird. He threw it backwards, so, I mean, it's not. If anything, when it hits the ground, it should be considered a fumble, but he picked it back up. I don't know what they're calling this as, what the ruling is, because I don't think he was on the turf. He wasn't even on the turf, was he? He picked it up straight. Both his feet and knees were off the turf. Not his feet. Both his knees were off the turf, I thought.
Yeah, it's going to
Unless
be.
I was looking at the wrong kid. I don't know. But, yeah, that's 4th and 15, so they're going to punt this one away. So, and that's a pretty good punt. And, it stayed in bounds, and it's going to roll to the 30. It'll roll to the 31. And it'll be picked up by a St. Charles player. That ball was, I'd say, half an inch away from going out of bounds, and it took that hop back in bounds and stayed just down that sideline. That shape. You ever try to pick up a bouncing football? Feel like a dork. Looks like we're going to get another water timeout. That referee, okay, he's going to stand back. Okay, he's standing back up. He was hunched over there pretty good, and I thought, oh, boy, we're not going to have to worry about players. We're going to have to worry about referees. But both teams, they're getting him a cold pack or something. Oh, they squeezed some water on him out of the Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
He's basically just hosing himself down now.
Because you said it feels like, what?
Feels like 93.
93.
But they've been out there since it felt like, what, 100? What did we
right,
say it was?
Right about 100?
Yeah, right about 100. Yeah, it was about 100. So, I mean, I have to give it to the referees, Number one, you have to wear pants all year long, all season long. And when the season starts in weather like this, that's rough. Bad enough when you're out there in shorts.
Oh, yeah.
We were dying just walking up the steps. They're going to hand the ball off to Boyd, and Boyd will get out across the 40. And they're going to mark him down at the 42, so that's enough for a first down. A nice 11-yard gain by Keyshawn Boyd. And we get another St. Charles player down. And this one may not actually be a cramp. He is rolled over, grabbing his knee, I believe. And I can't. Oh, no. Yeah, it is a cramp. They're trying to stretch out his leg. But 5:39 left to go. 35-33. The Tigers lead by 2. And I mean, it's to the point now where the Heat is starting to win.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot less water breaks, too, than I would have expected in this game. I really thought the water breaks would have been more frequent than they were. Just because of the way, I mean, with the heat advisory, number one, I thought that would have already doubled it just in general.
Because that's going to be in effect till when? You said like 7 o'clock tomorrow night?
Yeah, it got pushed to tomorrow now. All week it kept getting pushed back and back. It was supposed to end, I think, on Wednesday, and then it was Thursday, and then it was supposed to be tonight at 10. So almost an hour ago is when it was supposed to, and then they said, nah, it's a whole nother day. He's gonna get up and at least walk off the field here. He's got a little bit of a limp. I'll tell you what, though, his pad is just shiny and it's reflecting back. You see that? Now he's okay. He turned away from the light. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like he has one of those warning lights the bikers wear. When you're riding your bike at night and it flashes.
Yep. So that's Bobby Hayes there. So he
Bobby
will walk
Mays
off.
Hayes.
He will walk off the field. Yep.
Yeah.
That's him.
So 35-33 with 5:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. So Spain will walk towards the line as we've got two receivers to the left, one to the right, and Boyd and Thomas in the backfield. So Spain will set up. He'll get the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and run it up the middle himself and get to the 50-yard line. And they are going to mark him down at the 50. So Spain with another 8-yard gain. He's got 16 yards on the ground. So originally, we talked about how Pittman was hurt last week in the Jamboree. Originally, I think the plan was for Spain to start, and Pittman must have gotten cleared to be able to play. But now Spain is out there anyway playing. He took over, second quarter?
Yes.
We're going to set up in the same exact formation. That one's going to get away, and Boyd's going to fall on top of it. That's going to be a big loss for the Tigers, and it'll bring up 3rd and a mile.
We've had some bad snaps tonight, Ryan.
Yeah.
Quite a few, really.
And then it almost looked like, which I know it wasn't, so it's 3rd and 17. That's the official ruling here. It almost looked like they were trying to do a direct snap, but whoever the center is did not tell the rest of the team, I'm direct snapping it to you, because nobody was ready for that.
Maybe as the season goes on, that's a problem that they'll hopefully try to fix, and I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So 3rd and 17 in Spain trying to get – oh, he got him. Oh, man, and the rest of his team just loses it too. You see, whoever was over here on the near sideline just threw his hands up. So they're going to get the ball moved to the 40 now. So that's a little bit better as it's only 3rd and 12 now.
They've been throwing them off sides.
That's, the third time? At least the third time.
Oh, I'd say more than that probably. Don't you think?
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
Well, they had that one where they did it back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back. That's probably like second quarter.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're probably up to more like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You going to try it again? Let's see what he does. Nope, he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Thomas. Thomas goes around the far side, and he's going to be wrapped up and tripped up just on the other side of the original line of scrimmage for the 4th down. Clock down to 3:16 as it keeps running. So the problem is, how long do you wait before you actually punt this one away? Play clock down to 35. Because you don't want to give them too much time, but you also don't want to give yourself too little time if they do end up scoring. So I don't know. It's going to be, we'll see what they do here. Looks like they're going to just kind of run out this play clock. And I think they're going to call timeout. Coach Gibbs is down there talking to the referee, standing next to him watching. And nobody really lining up either for either team. As Gibbs is watching the play clock, and he calls timeout. So 2:29 left here in this fourth quarter. And a 2-point lead for the Tigers, 35-33. And it's going to come down to the wire. I'll tell you that.
Well, speaking of coming down to the wire, how about Jackson and Edwardsville? So it looks like Edwardsville is currently up 28-21. 33 seconds left in regulation. So how about that? It's not over yet.
Yeah,
it looks like Edwardsville is up over Jackson by a touchdown. 28-21 is the score right now. And we'll keep you posted on those scores. And, of course, Sykeston, they lose.
That one's over, yeah.
They lose big.
That one was over a long time ago. I hate to say it, but that one was.
Which that's where, we're going to be here next week, but Hillsboro will be coming to Cape. And we'll see. I think that'll be an interesting game, really, because they scored a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it.
Yeah, they did.
This game has
we were talking about that just a little bit ago. Yeah,
been a little more kind of even-paced here, but yeah, they complete blowout. Hillsboro over Sykeston.
So 35-33, 2:29 to go. As the Tigers are going to punt this one away. And it's a line drive. It'll bounce a couple times. And they're going to let it roll. And, of course, they're not going to get a little extra there behind it, so they'll have to pick it up at the 25. So the Pirates will take over with 2:20 left here in the fourth on the 20, well, they're going to say the 26-yard line. You know, Bobby Hayes came out with that cramp.
Yes.
I mean, you know, Bobby Mays Hayes is related to Willie Mays Hayes from Major League. You know that Wesley Snipes was Willie Mays Hayes. But then he was replaced in the second movie. And he's going to pump fake with the pass. Rowe is going to run it now, and here we go. He gets to the 40, and he'll be brought down to about the 42-yard line as Rowe is just tearing it up on the ground. I mean, what are you going to do? That's right, Billy Mays is actually Bobby Hayes'. He's related to a lot of people. Bobby Mays is related to Billy Hayes and Willie Mays Hayes. I wonder if Willie is related to Billy. So the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 with 1:55 here, 35-33. As the handoff, trying to run up the middle, and he'll gain a few yards before he's brought down at the 46, so he gains 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7. And that clock will keep on ticking. 1:30.
It's really coming down to the end here.
They're going to line up in a shotgun formation with 2 receivers on each side. Rowe steps back. He's going to throw. He's going downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. As it was basically just to throw it up there, and we'll see who comes down with it. And it's incomplete for 3rd and 7. 1:15 to go here in the 4th quarter.
So they got their ball on their own 45. Still got a little ways to go, but they still got the time to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you look at that clock, it's still 1:15, and the way these two teams have been scoring, it's almost a lot. It's plenty of time.
Yes.
Quick pass across the middle is complete, but he's brought down at the 50. That'll bring up 4th down, and it'll be 4th and 3. And is that Bobby Hayes again? Yeah, Hayes is down again. And I can't tell. He's grabbing that knee again, and I don't know if he's grabbing his knee or if he's just cramping up like that and he's trying to stretch it out himself. But we'll go ahead. We'll take a break. We'll step aside while they they tend to Bobby Hayes.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Tiger Stadium, 35-33. As the Tiger crowd, Tiger faithful getting into it now with 1:05 to go. And it's 4th and 3. St. Charles, they'll set up with 3 receivers over to the right side. Another low snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's sacked in the backfield and brought down for a turnover on downs. And the Tigers will take over with 1:01 here in the 4th quarter. Rowe had been tearing it up all night, running the ball, keeping it himself. And this time the Tigers were ready for him, and I'm a little surprised that St. Charles did try to run it that time instead of trying to make a short throw across the middle, because that was another thing. Their throws across the middle were just killing the Tiger defense.
Yes. Defense steps up when it matters the most.
Exactly.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 as this Tigers come back out here. How much time do we have? Minute one. And how many timeouts?
I think 1 for St. Charles.
1 for, yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I'm still getting used to this. Actually, I don't think they have any. From what that looks like, they have none. And
well, if they have
Spain
none,
will get the snap and take a knee. And all they have to do is let the play clock run down, and they'll have to just kneel it once. As the Tigers, what a game. Just a shootout. It turned into a shootout. It started out looked like it was just going to be a blowout. Tigers up 14-0 after 2 possessions.
And games like these, it's a lot of fun for us to call.
Yeah.
Because it's high energy and, you got the back and forth.
And we're going to wait here just a little bit longer before Spain will take the snap. And he'll take it and kneel it down. And that will do it as we're going to let this clock run down. We're down to 10 seconds. The Tigers will win 35-33 and start it 1-0. They're going to start the season 1-0 just like last year, except the score was a little different this time. A little bit closer game, a better game for both teams. So the Tigers 1-0, and we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have the post-game show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
At St. Francis Primary Care, our primary focus is you. Our doctors get to know your history, your story, and provide personalized care for the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. When you're sick, you don't have to wait to get the care you need. Our same-day appointments are available virtually and in person. And with offices across Southeast Missouri, trusted care is always close to home. Find your primary care doctor online today.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Tiger Stadium, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen, and the Tigers win 35-33 here at Cape Central in the first game of the season. Tigers start off 1-0 here in the brand new 23-24 football season, trying to repeat as district champs. They won last year, Class 5 District 1 champions. And tonight, they took the first step in starting 1-0, and Chandler, I think maybe at the same time, some of the younger guys may have come in just a little too overconfident going off of the game from last year when they won 54-12.
I would say so, yeah. Yeah, definitely not the exact same results as we saw last year, Ryan, but, that's kind of part of it, and you have the different factors of the heat and things like that, too. And it's going to cause them to play a little bit differently. And it's the first game of the season, too. So last year, really, if you look, Cape Central got out to a start where they won a few, lost a few, but then by the end, well, they go on to win the district and everything. It's maybe going to be a similar result again this year. It might just take a couple games for them to kind of get in that routine and playing as a team. Of course, we saw Pittman go down in the was that first?
I think it was towards the end of the first quarter.
Towards the end of the first quarter, so. And that's not easy, when the quarterback goes down like that. But that's just part of it sometimes, That's part of the game, and the way Spain was able to come in and he was able to take over. Had a couple bad snaps, but that's all part of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, too. This was his first, along with Pittman, these were their first games playing as quarterbacks, Spain just a sophomore, so he didn't get any kind of varsity time last year as far as I know. I don't remember him. I don't remember calling his name, let's put it that way. So my final stats, which obviously not official, but I try to keep them as close as possible. Keyshawn Boyd, I had him for 221 yards on 10 attempts with 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns.
That's
player of the game right there.
Player of the game. Zaire Thomas, I had him with 159 yards with a touchdown. And then Declan Pittman for 6 yards. And Jathan Spain for 16. Receiving at Armstrong with 7. And Zaire Thomas had a -3. And I missed. We never did figure out. There was one reception that we were basically too busy watching whether or not he was going to score to look at his number. He got a reception for 23 yards, so I'll have to figure that, and I'll have to get that from Coach Gibbs before next week. Pittman, he was 1 for 1 with 7 yards, and Spain was 2 for 4 for 20 yards passing. So Boyd, he scored his first touchdown was a 56-yard touchdown run, and then he had a 2-yard touchdown run, which made it 14-0. And he had a 3-yard touchdown run. And then Zaire Thomas, he got a score in between all Boyd's touchdowns. He ran his in for 54 yards. And then a 65-yard run from Boyd there was what made it 35. He ran that one right after a kickoff by St. Charles after they scored a touchdown.
Yes.
They kicked it off, and they kicked it out of bounds. And Boyd just said, I'll just go ahead and take it myself. And went ahead and just ran it all the way down. It was the second play of the drive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I still can't get over the fact 4 touchdowns and 5 touchdowns on the ground, and 3 of those were all 50-plus yards, 54-plus yards.
MVP, Keyshawn Boyd.
Keyshawn Boyd, yeah. Yeah. MVP of the day. MVP of the game, Keyshawn Boyd. Just crazy how well he ran the ball. I mean, he ran the ball well last year, but it seems like he's gotten better, which is scary for other teams, considering Boyd is just, where is it? A junior. Nope. Sophomore. My finger moved on the line. So, yeah, the fact that he's only a sophomore and he's ripping off 2 touchdown runs of 50-plus yards. And then you got Zaire Thomas, who's a junior, pulls off 1 for 54.
Yeah.
That's pretty dang good. And if the defense, all they have to do is kind of tighten up a little bit. The other thing, though, it wasn't necessarily just the defense. That row, their quarterback row for St. Charles, is a very good runner.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's nowhere near that level, but he looked more like a kind of a Tim Tebow situation where I think they ran him more in high school than anything. He would throw a couple passes, which he was throwing passes tonight. He did a really good job. He'd throw them across the middle. He only threw, I think, one in front of a receiver other than that jump ball.
Yeah.
But even that was still towards his receiver. That he only threw really one pass that was just too far out in front. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, he'd be their MVP for the game. If they won it, he would have been the MVP of the day.
Yes, he would have. And that's something you got to think about. You know, they didn't have the St. Charles. They didn't have the best season last year.
Yeah.
But I'd say there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
Especially with Jordan Rowe.
Yeah.
You know, I would, and we're going to follow them, of course, too, just with all the different area schools, give you some updates on that as we go along throughout the season. But it'll be interesting to see, you know, how different teams will improve a little bit. Some teams will be set back, and it'll be interesting to see how Cape does.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of potential there, too, but it's going to take a few games to get in the swing of things, you know, fix some of the sloppiness, fix some of the bad snaps, things like that. And we're looking forward to next week against Hillsborough.
Yeah, perfect. That is exactly where I was going to go next. Yeah, you've got Hillsborough here next week, and that game did not go well last year against Hillsborough, as that was a 47-7 loss. So it'll be, I mean, you know, we talked about what their score was against Sykeston. You know, and no offense to Sykeston, but their football team is usually not top tier. It's basketball that they've got, and so it's hard to gauge how good Hillsborough is without actually having seen them play and seeing if it was just more of them just, you know, lighting it up, or Sykeston having some errors and causing some problems for themselves, or what. I mean, Hillsborough is usually a good school, or good football teams. But, you know, is it the same as it was last year? Because St. Charles wasn't. If you go by the, I mean, just looking at the score, St. Charles was not the same team.
No, St. Charles has improved.
Yeah. And
so,
I mean, even with Central losing, you know, Morgan Diamond, they didn't lose a whole lot on offense otherwise, and the defense is pretty much the same. So I look at it as St. Charles just improved.
I think so too.
So
it'll be interesting to see next week, though.
Yeah.
And we will have the call for you here.
That's right. So I guess that'll do it for us here. So for Caleb back at the station, for Chandler to my right, I'm Ryan Winkler. We'll see you next week for the Central Hillsborough game. Central beats St. Charles 35-33.
We just got to get that mentality. We got to score every time we're on the field. Let's go!
You've been listening to Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk. This presentation of Cape Central Tigers football has been brought to you by Allstate Hester Agency, Cape Career Technology Center, Dutch Enterprises, Garber's Menswear, Green Grass Guides, St. Francis Medical Systems, Stone Mountain Carpet, Strickland Engineering, and DollarSavingDeals.com. Join us next time for more Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.